Um, yeah, I find it really funny that the name gentle yoga. Like I understand why it's called gentle yoga, but yoga is supposed to be gentle. All yoga is supposed to be gentle. So like in every pose, so, so there are these two terms called stira, sukha, and stira means like steadiness or strength, and then sukha means like ease or gentleness or pleasantness. So you know, I kind of think about every practice I do as being gentle, even if I'm doing push ups, even if I'm doing pull ups, which isn't really yoga. But I guess if I'm breathing and being gentle, then it turns into yoga. So don't forget, gentleness is a key aspect of every practice. And you can definitely build a lot of strength with gentleness. But the thing is that that probably won't hurt yourself. Okay, so let's go ahead and if you're moving, go ahead and move. If you've already found a still place, go ahead and just kind of to feel that stillness of yourself lined up in the center. And then start to breathe. And with the breath, it is really simple. You just inhale. And then once you finish inhaling, you exhale. And then once you finish exhaling, you inhale again. And it's so simple that it becomes challenging because we like to make things complicated. But just keep coming back to your breath. And every single time you come back to your breath, right, you become, present. You're in the present moment. And really take that moment as a great opportunity to be kind to yourself, to let go of any judgment that you may be feeling, to let go of any, even if it's like oh, God, that, anything that's harsh, take it as an opportunity to do the opposite. So when you come back to your breath, maybe be grateful for coming back to the breath, maybe a little smile. Remember to soften your body. And you can always start the, let's start with acceptance. It's a really powerful place to begin anything. I just start with acceptance, a moment of acceptance, and then do whatever you want to do. All right, so letting the breath be nice and smooth and easy, nice flow. And see if you can really gently start going to the maximum on the inhale and exhale, not the maximum to where like you might pop a balloon or something, but just where the body starts to naturally say, okay, we're coming to the edge here. And then just really gradually slow down and stop, and then gradually begin the next breath. Very nice. And obviously, the way you treat yourself is the way that you end up treating everyone else. But it's different to know it and then to truly deeply know it. And the only way to deeply know it is to experience it over and over and over. Just keep experiencing it. Don't tell yourself, I know. Just do it. Just keep on being kind and gentle to yourself. Keep on forgiving yourself for anything in the past that you think was wrong. And then just start with acceptance. Right. And then with your next inhale, let's take the arms up, sweep the arms up, Maybe lift the chest, lift the gaze a little bit. And as you exhale, take the hands back to your heart and soften the shoulders, softly bow the head forward. I was talking to somebody that who I was who I was working with recently, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, I'm still trying to start those other things that recommended, back then. I'm trying to finish them." And she's like, "I'm really good at starting, but not finishing." And I was like, "That's interesting. The finishing doesn't even matter, because finishing isn't really what gets us. It's the beginning that gets us, and we begin again and again and again and again and again. But the more times you can begin, the more times you can begin, just be present. That's really all that matters. So don't worry about finishing anything in your yoga practice. Just keep beginning in this moment. Begin again and again. Begin until you're so sick and tired of it that you start to like it. Okay, so that'll be our intention today. Just begin again. Okay, namaste. All right, let's go ahead and move into tabletop position. And then once you're there, just start to move the body spontaneously, fluidly. And maybe close the eyes and then just deep breaths, kind of getting into your animal nature, just moving your body like an animal. And animals really, they only care about moving their body functionally. They don't care about anything aesthetic. And it ends up being that we say, oh my God, that animal is so beautiful. So kind of when you don't try to worry about how you look, it ends up, looking really nice. So just go with the feeling. Just start to move any which part of the body that feels nice. A couple more deep breaths. Okay, nice. So let's come to neutral table. I go ahead and bring the shoulders right over the wrists and then really spread the fingers. So try and press the base knuckle of each finger down, especially the base knuckle of the index, and then just kind of really gently claw the fingertips. All right, and then lengthen the arms. All right, and then let's step the right leg straight out to the right. Plant the whole right foot to the floor and point the toes forward. All right, and then as you inhale, go ahead and rock forward. Just bring the chest forward a little bit. And as you exhale, press the hips back. See if you can reach through the tailbone. And you can tuck your left toes if that feels better for you. And then inhale, come forward. And exhale, press back. Good. Reaching back through your tailbone. A nice stretch on the right groin. And then do that a few more times with your own breath. If it feels good to hold and breathe at some point, just do that. Or keep with a nice dynamic motion. All right, great. And the next time you're forward, go ahead and hold the shoulders right over the wrists. Lean onto the left hand and then take the right hand up to the ceiling. And we'll do a nice kind of open twist. All right, so try and squeeze the right foot to the floor, squeeze the glutes, and then push the floor away with the left arm. All right, lift the chest. And if you want to, you can just like let the right arm lean back, really open the chest. If you want, you can reach the right arm overhead. Get a nice side body stretch. Let's take 2 deep breaths here. Yeah, keep that left arm nice and strong. All right, great. And then as you inhale, if it's not already, reach the right arm overhead and then spiral down to the floor. Take the right hand down and bring the right knee back in. And step the left foot out to the left. Cool. And then just start to rock forward and back. Inhale forward. All right, keep the hand strong. And exhale, press back. All right, reach through the tailbone. And then just keep going with your own pace. All right, great. And then next time your shoulders are forward, all right, lean onto the right hand, take the left hand up to the ceiling, and go for that nice open twist. All right, cool. So for me, I kind of feel like a little opener in my right hip. All right, so scoop the tailbone a little bit to support that opening. All right, squeeze left foot against the floor, press the right palm into the floor, and just really open the chest. All right, maybe lean back, maybe let the head drop back, maybe reach the left arm over the left ear. All right, great. 2 deep breaths. All right, great. And then with an inhale, reach the left arm over the left ear and spiral the chest down to the floor. Take the left hand down and then left knee back in. All right, let's step the right foot back onto your toes and then spin the right heel flat to the floor. Lean onto the left hand, take the right arm up. We'll do the supported side plank. And then if you want to, go ahead and roll the right wrist a little bit just to loosen the wrist up. All right, great. And then deep breaths. All right, so squeeze the right foot, press the left arm, and then see if you can feel the core muscles. All right, then if you want to, lean onto the left hand a little more and then raise the right leg off the floor. There you go, nice job. Okay, so now an even stronger left arm, right? Keep the chest opening and see if you can feel the chest and the right heel moving away from each other. Again, if you want to, take the right arm over the right ear, a nice long line across the whole right side of your body. A good deep breath. Okay, great. Right arm back up, inhale. And as you exhale, right foot back down to the floor, right hand down to the floor, and then take the right knee back down and step the left toes back. Spin the left heel flat, and then take the left arm to the ceiling. There you go, nice. All right, cool. So find your foundation. All right, really, every pose, see if you can really connect with the floor first. Have to be nice and steady. Find some strength first, because when we're stable and we have strength, then it's a lot easier, to relax what we can relax. All right, then if you want to, lean onto the right hand, lift the left leg off the floor. Cool. And then when you do that, notice if your lower back arches, see if you can draw the belly button in. Good. And just have the core support everything externally. All right, then if you want to, left arm over left ear. All right, nice long reach, left heel, left fingers. Deep breath. All right, left arm back up. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, left foot down and left hand down. All right, left knee down. All right, inhale. Let's come to cow pose. Arch the back, drop the belly, look forward a little bit. And as you exhale, round the back. All right, stretch out that space between the shoulder blades. And as you inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. All right, inhale, neutral spine. Okay, let's sit back onto the heels. We'll just kind of roll the wrists out a little bit because we were on them a lot. Let's go ahead and interlace the hands like this, and then touch the forearms together, and then let's circle the wrists. So you might feel some nice, like, that clicks and pops. All right, nice and smooth. All right, smooth breath. If you can, just let the forearms kind of slide up and down against each other. All right, great. And then switch direction. All right. That's letting all those little bones right in the wrist joint just slide against each other. Okay. And then release. And let's take the hands like this and squeeze the hands into a fist. Okay, cool. And now just kind of feel the muscles that you use when you squeeze the hands into a fist. And then open the hands up like this. Really spread the hands and feel the muscles there. And then let's go back and forth. All right, make sure that you feel the muscles, so that kind of pause for a moment, right? When you squeeze, pause for a moment when you extend, and just feel both of those, and then go at whatever pace you want. All right, and then we'll go for 10 more seconds after my forearms really start to burn. Okay, deep breaths. Stay relaxed in the shoulders. Okay, 10 more seconds. Good, stay with it. 4 seconds. Whew. Okay, relax, shake them out. All right, let's come back to tabletop position. All right, and then go ahead and spread the fingers again, right? Really ground through the hands. And then step the right foot back onto your toes again. Okay, and now see if you can feel like your upper body is in plank pose. Right, so really press the floor away, really strong arms. All right, and then with your right leg extended, see if you can press the right foot into the floor and see if you can feel your core muscles when you do that. So press the right foot into the floor. See if you can activate more of your core. Okay, let's take 2 deep breaths here. So just like plank pose, but with the left knee on the floor. Okay, nice. And then right knee down. And let's step the left foot back. Okay, so again, strong arms. Create a little space between the shoulder blades. And then as you press back through your left heel, press down through your left toes. See if you can feel your core. Okay, 2 deep breaths. All right, great. Now keep your left leg there and just do the same thing with your right leg. Step back to plank pose. All right, 2 deep breaths here. All right, so use your arms and use your legs, right? Use everything to your advantage. Really feel the floor and then feel the core. Deep breath. One more breath. All right, and then is to bring the knees down to the floor and let's go back in child's pose. All right, and then deep breaths here. It was really cold in my house this morning, so I'm trying to warm myself up. That's why we're doing all this core stuff. All right, if you want to, just roll the wrists. If you want to, rock from side to side. I'll take 2 deep breaths. All right, and then whenever you're ready, let's come up to downward dog. All right, then once you're in down dog, if you want to, go ahead and move. I'll kind of play with it here and just kind of explore how the down dog feels today, or feel how your body feels in this position today. And so deep, full breaths. There you go, nice. And just start by listening to the body. So just notice how often maybe you kind of tell the body what to do, or you tell the body what it should be doing before you even listen to it. I mean, how do we know what it should do until we actually just listen to it? That's where the breath comes in handy. Right? So when you're not sure, especially when you first get into a pose, just breathe. Breathe, feel the body, right? Listen to what it's saying, which it speaks to you, and just the sensations. And then you'll know what to do. All right, and then find some stillness. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. All right, really grounded hands, strong shoulders, hips lifting, heels pressing down gently. One more breath. Okay, take a nice big breath in, lift up through the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knees, and then walk or step up to your hands. And as you inhale, come to a flat back, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, fold. All right, relax the neck. Okay, from here, let's take the feet apart as wide as you want to. Nice wide base, and then bend the knees. All right, relax the weight of the head. Maybe shake the neck out. All right, and then if you want to, you can just start to sway from side to side. If you want, you can hold the elbows. If you want, you can bounce a little bit, or you can just hang in the middle and breathe. All right, just enjoy this. We'll take about 3 deep breaths. All right, great. One more breath. Okay, and then in the center, go ahead and relax the hands. Let's bring the feet together like hips distance. Okay, and then bend the knees a little bit here. And then as you're folding and breathing, see if you can spread the toes and then even out the weight between the balls of the feet and the heels. And then press the feet into the floor, kind of tear the heels apart from each other. And you should feel the hips lift, the inner thighs roll in slightly, so the sit bones will just open up. All right, keeping that strength in your legs. Inhale, come to a flat back. You gotta really stretch the chest forward. And as you exhale, fold. You're trying to keep the legs that strong. All right, relax the neck. And then inhale, come to a flat back. All right, tailbone lifting, extending back, crown of the head lifting, extending forward. And as you exhale, fold, relax the neck. All right, once more. Inhale, come to a flat back. All right, toes are spreading, big full breath. And as you exhale, fold, relax the neck. All right, inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Lead with the arms. All right, maybe look up, maybe stretch back. And as you exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Soft bow of the head. Eyes closed if you want. All right, and then just take a moment here. All right, just feel your body right here, right now. All right, feel the breath, feel the heart. Very nice. Yeah, in this moment, there's no thinking that's necessary. So you don't have to worry about anything just in this moment, just for this one breath. Okay, and then relax. Bring the arms down. And as you inhale, reach the arms up. Nice big breath in. And as you exhale, fold forward. Hands down, relax the neck. And inhale, come to a flat back. And as you exhale, let's step back to plank pose. All right, in plank, take a nice big breath in, kind of move forward on your toes. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Knees can lower down too. All right, gently touch down and then untuck the toes. As you inhale, lift up to a cobra. Elbows in, roll the shoulders back and down. And as you exhale, lower down nice and slow. All right, good. Try and root the tops of the feet, root the pelvis. And then inhale, lift up. Pull the hands back like you're feeling the chest move forward and lift up. And as you exhale, lower back down. I'll do 2 more. All right, as you inhale, all right, lift up, pull the chest forward, lift the chest up any degree that feels nice. And as you exhale, lower down. All right, one more. All right, inhale, lift up to a cobra. And let's hold this. Okay, so it's always kind of a surprise to hold cobra. You're like, oh God. Okay, so lower down as much as you need to. All right, have the elbows in, shoulders relaxed. And then really try and pull the hands back slightly, just so you can feel the belly come forward, feel the chest lifting up. All right, then take a nice deep breath, breathe up through the sternum. And then exhale, feel the strength of the body. All right, then one last inhale. And as you exhale, lower down. And let's move back through child's pose. All right, great. And then in child's pose, let's bring the hands together in prayer. And then we'll bend the elbows and bring the thumbs towards the back of the neck. We'll stretch out the triceps. All right, cool. So move the shoulders down the back, lengthen the back of the neck. And you can kind of press the armpits down towards the floor if that feels like a nice stretch. I'll take 2 deep breaths. Okay, nice. And then release the hands back down to the floor. And let's all meet in down dog when you're ready. All right, nice. And then, through the transitions even, see if you can keep, the focus on your breath. And so the breath is really what's stringing the whole practice together. And then here in down dog, 3 deep full breaths. Just letting your body, gently on its own time, just mold into this position. All right, take one more breath. All right, then a nice big breath in, lift up through the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knees and walk or step up to the hands. And inhale, come to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Okay, now from here, let's spread the feet apart about shoulders distance and put a nice bend in the knees. Interlace the hands behind the back. All right, great. Now try to make sure that your feet are evenly rooted. All right, draw the shoulder blades together, let the head hang. Good, and then just fold forward as you lift the hips. All right, whatever degree of tension feels right for your body. It feels right on the hamstrings, on the shoulders. Make sure you can shake your head. Right, relax the neck. Okay, let's take 3 deep breaths. All the facial muscles relaxing. All right, good, last breath. Okay, hands back to your lower back. And release the hands down to the floor. Let's go ahead and bend the knees, and they'll come up into chair pose. All right, so bend the knees as much as you want to. All right, and then raise the arms and the torso up as much as you can. All right, so still even weight in your feet. See if you can press the feet down, tear the feet away from each other. All right, and then here, let's rock forward onto the tippy toes, and then reach the arms back and down, still in line with the spine, but palms facing down. And then lower the heels down, reach the arms up. We'll inhale here. And as you exhale, tippy toes, reach the arms back, lift the chest up. And inhale, heels down, arms up. And last one, exhale on the tippy toes, reach the arms back. And as you inhale, heels down, inhale, arms up. Exhale, sit down lower if you feel like it. And inhale, come all the way up to standing. And as you exhale, hands to prayer in front of the heart. Okay, let's take a breath here. Be grateful you can breathe the whole time. It's kind of hard to talk with some of these things. Deep breath. Okay, great. So go ahead and relax the arms. And let's bring the feet together. And let's reach the arms overhead and interlace the fingers, release the index fingers. So steeple mudra. All right, great. So reach up through the fingers, pull the shoulders down the back, and see if you can feel the legs get really strong here. All right, so really root the legs into the floor, squeeze the quads. All right, drop the tailbone, and then inhale in the center. And as you exhale, just bend over to one side, and then inhale to the center. And exhale, bend to the other side. And just go at your own pace. I will do this for a few times. So it's really easily kind of warming up the body. That's using some dynamic movements before we go into a hold. Okay, great. Try one more time on the second side. And then with your next inhale, again, stand up really tall, press the feet down, stretch up through the crown. And as you exhale, push the hips to the right, lean over to the left. Okay, nice. So we'll hold this for 5 deep breaths. All right, so try and feel the legs really strong here. All right, that, that's kind of like a tree that's bending in the wind. But a tree that's not, they're not dying and bending, but it's like reaching for the sun. So it's still got roots, right? It's really strong, bending and reaching. So there's that like lifting and extension here still. Okay, one more breath. All right, inhale, come all the way up to the center. Get nice and long. And as you exhale, hips to the left, lean over to the right. Okay, nice. Deep breaths. All right, so again, strong legs into the floor and let that feel your core. And let that engage the core. The right arm can extend a little bit more if you want to feel a little bit more of a stretch. And a little smile. All right, deep breath. They kind of look like a banana. Okay, one more breath. Okay, inhale all the way up. And as you exhale, hands through prayer and down to the floor. Let's fold. All right, inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Okay, from here, let's bend the knees a little bit. Lean into the, the left foot, and then raise your right leg back and up. All right, cool. So nice and easy. All right, let's just kind of find, what weight works best in your left foot. Let's even out the weight, and then really press the left foot down. Lift that left hip up. Turn the right thigh down, and then just extend the right leg as best you can. Deep breaths. Let the neck relax for a moment. All right, great. So here, let's walk the hands forward and just come to like a supported warrior 3. All right, so lifting the chest. All right, and see if you can really extend through the right heel, extend through the crown of the head. We'll take an inhale here. So extending and lifting. And then as you exhale, all right, bend both knees, walk the hands in slightly. See if you can touch the right knee to your forehead. All right, really squeeze the core. And then inhale back to that supported warrior 3. Walk the hands forward, lift and extend everything. And as you exhale, bend both knees, right knee to the forehead, crunch and squeeze. And inhale, open up and extend. All right, 2 more. And as you exhale, bring the right knee in. Good, really balanced here. And inhale. All right, supported warrior 3, extend the right leg, lift the chest. And as you exhale, one last time, right knee into the forehead. And as you inhale, all right, extend, walk the hands forward. All right, exhale, walk the hands in, relax the head, keep the right leg lifted. Inhale, extend the right leg once more. And as you exhale, step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat, nice and lightly. And then set the right knee down to the floor. And let's pull the hips back, halfway splits. Okay, I'll take a little breather here. All right, so if you want, slide left heel forward. Keep a little bend in your left knee, flex left toes, extend the arms and torso forward. All right, great. And then just let the head relax, let the shoulders relax. If it feels good, right, pull your left hip back. All right, so hold this. Let's hold this for 5 deep breaths. All right, so see if you can, just pay attention to all the muscles on the back side of your left leg. So from the Achilles all the way to where the hamstring's attached to your sit bone. And just imagine, like a microscopic level, there's space being created. Right, there is a release. Every breath. See if you can really tune into all those sensations. All right. And let's rebend the left knee and plant the left foot. All right, now let's come up into a low lunge. So take the hands onto your left thigh. All right, cool. So I like to kind of back my hips off a little bit. All right, ground the feet. And then sink the hips down. And then lift the chest up. Feel a little bit of a back bend. All right, then if you want to, take the arms up. Then if you want, you can bend the elbows and hold the elbows with your fingers. Okay, so slide the shoulders down your back. And then take an inhale here. And as you exhale, let's side bend over to the left. Okay, I'll hold this for a few breaths. All right, so keep that right leg really strong. There you go, nice. And see if you can just kind of pull the skin on the right elbow away from the right hip flexor. Really, really beautiful side stretch. Beautiful hip flexor stretch. Okay, 2 deep breaths. Okay, inhale, come back to the center. Reach the arms up. And as you exhale, hands down to the floor. All right, take the left hand to the inside of the left foot. If you want to, walk the left foot to the left a little bit. And let's lower down to a lizard lunge. Okay, so you can go all the way down to your elbows and forearms, right? You can use support, or you can just stay up on your hands. Sometimes that's enough, honestly, and you can just rock from side to side. So don't go too far. Right, wherever feels like a nice release for the body. All right, I'll take about 3 deep full breaths here. And on the exhale, see if you can let the hips just get heavier. Like the hips are like 100 pounds. They're just weighing themselves down to the floor. Okay, good. All right, then from here, either lean onto your right forearm or your right hand. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. And then take your left hand to your left hip. All right, and then just let the chest open up to the left. As the left knee kind of peels away, let the left shoulder peel back. Keep that right arm nice and strong. And then if you want to, you can bend the right knee. Right, bring the heel in. Reach back with your left hand and grab the foot. If that feels like a good idea, right, don't get yourself stuck in a position that you can't get yourself out of. All right, good. Spread all the toes, both feet. And let's take 2 deep, full breaths. Good. Soften into it. One more breath. Okay. Really carefully release the foot. And I'll take the left hand back down. Walk back up onto the hands. And then bring the left foot back into the center of the hands. And let's pull back into half splits just for 2 more breaths. Let the back of the left leg release. Let the knee release. All right. And then rebend the left knee. Plant the left foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, and let's step back into plank pose. All right, in plank, take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. All right, strength and control. And inhale, lift up to a cobra, big full breath. And as you exhale, lower down, either back to child's pose or press up to plank pose, and then back to down dog. All right, nice job. So see if you can feel the difference between your legs here. We just did like a whole long series on the left leg. I just feel that. All right, take 2 deep breaths. Okay, next inhale, breathe up through the hips. And as you exhale, bend the knees and walk or step up to the hands. Inhale to a flat back. And as you exhale, fold. Okay, bend the knees, shift the weight into the right foot, and then nice and easily, right, lift the left leg up and back. Okay, so take some time here, right? Just try and feel, how the right leg's feeling. See how much strength is in there, and see if you can use your whole foot, right? So the heel is bearing weight, ball of the foot, and even the toes, are extended and working. And then left leg extending, neck relaxing. Take one breath. All right, nice. And let's walk the hands forward, come into that supported warrior 3. All right, lift the chest, extend your left leg, and see if you can flex the left foot. That's to lengthen the Achilles, and then lengthen behind the neck. Tuck the chin. Inhale, extend that line. And as you exhale, bend both knees, walk the hands in. See if you can squeeze the knee and the forehead towards each other. Left knee. And then inhale, extend. Back to warrior 3 prep. Lift the chest. And as you exhale, bend both knees. Left knee and forehead. Squeeze them together. And inhale, extend and lift. Yeah, last one. Exhale, knee to forehead, squeeze. All right, feel your core. And inhale, extend and lift. Big breath. And as you exhale, just walk the hands in, relax the neck. All right, left leg still lifting. Inhale, reach through your left leg. And as you exhale, softly land left foot to the back of the mat. Runner's lunge. And then left knee down. And let's pull the hips back. Half splits. Thank God for half splits. All right, cool. So work into it. All right, find whatever position feels best on your lower back, on the hamstring, on the knee. All right, inhale, maybe just feel your spine lengthen, and exhale, go ahead and fold. All right, great. And then we'll hold this one for 5 breaths again. Now let's do the same thing. All right, just really tune in to the whole chain of muscles and the whole back side of the right leg. And really, if you use your imagination at a microscopic level, right, when you stretch, there's like thousands, I don't know, maybe even millions of little tiny muscle fibers that are actually tearing. Right? But like at a certain pace, it's good for the body. And then you breathe into it. Right? You give that new space nutrients to repair. And then from the macro side, just enjoy the sensation. Right? Deep breath. All right, great. And then when you're ready, go ahead and rebend the right knee, plant the foot. And let's take the right hand to the inside of the right foot and go ahead and make any adjustments. And we'll go into lizard lunge. So for lizard lunge, you can always slide your left leg back further. And I like to keep my right foot planted at first because we're going to roll onto the outer edge. It stretches a whole different set of muscles in the right leg. And if you want to, rock the hips from side to side. All right, try to keep a little space between the shoulder blades, a little length in the back of the neck, softness in the face, and a deep fluid breath. Okay, great. Then from here, go ahead and lean onto the left forearm or hand, roll onto the outer edge of the right foot, and then take the right hand to the right hip. All right, so here, kind of let the hips just sink down to the floor. So hips are really heavy, and the right knee and the right shoulder peel away from each other like a book that's opening. All right, stay right here if you want to, or you can bend the left knee, or bring the heel in, reach back with your right hand and grab it. There we go, nice. And then use your left arm, right, to keep lifting up out of the pose. So chest nice and open. All right, then 2 deep full breaths. There you go, nice. And just appreciate this, the really beautiful position that your body, can support for a few breaths. Okay, let's take one more breath. All right, and then really carefully go ahead and release that foot. Take the right hand back down, come onto the hands, bring the right foot back into the middle of the hands. And let's pull the right hip back, come into half splits. All right, just 2 breaths. Let the knee release. Relax the neck. All right, and let's rebend the right knee, plant the right foot, tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, step back to plank pose. Take a nice big breath in, push the floor away. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. All right, inhale, lift up to a cobra. Nice big full breath in. And as you exhale, lower down, bend the knees and bring the heels in towards the butt. Reach back with the hands, grab for the outsides of the ankles. All right, great. So press the pelvis into the floor and then roll the shoulders back, start to lift up the chest. All right, deep breaths. If it feels good, start to press back more with the feet. Maybe lifting the quads off the floor. All right, just don't pinch the lower back. All right, then if you want to try something different, just be careful. See if you can bring your big toes to touch and then reach the toes up towards the ceiling, opening the chest a little further. All right, take a nice deep breath. All right, and release. Okay, nice job. All right, from here, let's bring the forehead down to the floor and spread the arms out like a T. And then as you inhale, let's lift the right leg off the floor, all right, nice and high. Use the quad and hamstrings. And as you exhale, bend the right knee and reach the right foot all the way over to the left. I'll take 3 deep breaths here. All right, so for me, it feels good to kind of scoop the tailbone and then just kind of lift that right knee a little bit higher. All right, one more breath. Okay. As you inhale, I'll bring the right hip back down, lift the right leg up. And as you exhale, set the right leg down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. And exhale, bend the knee, step the left foot all the way over to the right. There you go, nice. Okay. Th- That's just make sure your lower back's friendly for it. And make sure the right shoulders or right chest getting a nice stretch. And let's hold 2 deep breaths. All right, as you inhale, bring your left hip back down, lift your left leg up. And as you exhale, left leg down. All right, hands in push up position. And let's push back to child's pose. Okay, let's take a few breaths here. So let the back relax. All right, knees can be super wide, knees can be close together. Arms forward, arms back. Let's just take a couple deep breaths into the whole back. Right, so as you inhale, see if you can feel the breath just move broadly into the whole back. And then as you exhale, just let the whole weight of the body rest into the floor, kind of like you're melting into the floor. Take 2 breaths like that. Okay, nice. And from here, let's come to sitting on the heels and then sit to the left of the heels. Bring the right leg up and over, and I'll come into a seated spinal twist position. Okay, so I'll have the left knee down and the right knee up. And make sure that you can get the right sitting bone down to the floor. If that is not possible, then just straighten out your left knee like this. All right, so take the right hand behind us. Inhale, left arm up. And as you exhale, wrap the arm around that right knee. And then just kind of hug yourself into a twist. All right, great. So try to relax the shoulders, keep the chest open, drop the chin slightly, and then really breathe into the twist. So the inhale, you can really feel, the tension of the twist. And create space as you inhale. And as you exhale, just let the body naturally soften into the twist. If it wants to open more, let it. All right, but don't force it. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Okay, really carefully come back through the center. Take the hands over to the left side, a little counter twist. All right, and back to the center. Switch the legs around. All right, lift the hips. Just make a little adjustment, all right, just to make sure that then that left sitting bone can be on the floor too. And then left hand back. Inhale, right arm up. Big breath in. And as you exhale, wrap the arm around. Right, pull yourself into the twist. All right, cool. So that right arm wrapping around, right, hugging that left knee helps you to lift the chest. Right, and the left hand can kind of push down to lift the chest. And then even the right thigh pressing into the floor can help you to lift the chest. And then relax the shoulders, relax the chin. All right, now just gently hold it and then breathe. All right, see if the breath can allow the body to relax into this position more. And maybe just like 1/4 of a millimeter, right, the body will open today. All right, one more breath. And go all the way to the end of the exhale. All right, and really carefully come back to the center. Take the hands over to the right side. Find a little counter twist. All right, and back to the center. Okay, from here, let's come in a double pigeon. So if the right knee is bent, just go ahead and move the knee to like a right angle, and then we'll let the left knee just kind of fall towards the right foot. Okay, cool. So both shins, are parallel to the front edge of your mat. And if your shins were able to lie on top of each other, it would be like a fire log, right? A stack of fire logs. All right, so lift the hips. Just find a nice even seat on the hips. Okay, flex the feet. All right, and then if you want to, you can stay right here. If you want to, you can take the hands behind you, lean back, or you can inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, walk the hands forward. I would take it easy. Again, there's no rush here. There's no prize if we open the hips to a certain degree in this life. All right, so again, start by listening. So go to your breath, listen to the body. Truly listening, whether it's to your body or to another person, it implies that there's silence inside of you, that there's stillness, and it's just a place of completely being receptive, right, to what's in front of you. There's a great quote by some actor who said that truly listening is the willingness to be changed by the other person. And I think that's so amazing. The same thing here with your body. Your agenda maybe not be what's right. So just listen, just breathe, and then be willing to change your mind. All right. And then walk the hands back in. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, let's switch the legs out. Okay, cool. So now let the left shin down, right shin on top. All right, lift the hips, set the hips down. All right, cool. And then see if you can have the right ankle bone be, outside of your knee a little bit here. The, so the foot's not inside, but foot is outside. Yeah. All right. And then if you want to, inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold forward. Paying respect to the sides being different. All right, so do what feels necessary on each side. Good. And then just listen, just breathe, just feel what the body's feeling. And just allow the body to be exactly as it is in this moment. Okay, one more breath. Okay, with an inhale, come all the way back up. And then carefully release the legs. All right, stretch the legs out. Go ahead and shake them out. Maybe wave the feet from side to side or in and out. Okay, nice. All right, so from here, let's go ahead and bend the knees a little bit so the feet are on the floor. And then take the hands behind you. The fingers can point forward or point out a little bit. Okay, lift the chest and then raise the legs off the floor. So the heels are at the same level as your knees. All right, so keep lifting the chest, right? Ground down through the sitting bones. All right, try to really feel the core muscles. And then from here, just go ahead and straighten the knees a little bit, slightly. You'll take the right heel, see if you can tap the ground, raise the left leg up to the ceiling, and then just go ahead and switch, alternate. All right, so go at your own pace. All right, keep breathing. All right, keep lifting the chest. All right, guys, and just keep coming back to the really strong core. And if you want to, you can kind of cross the ankles as they get to the top and the bottom. Kind of feel a little bit more of those stabilizer muscles. All right, cool. Stay with it. About 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6. Smile. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, nice. And now to the center. Right, knees and chest towards each other. And then straighten the legs if you can. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, set the feet down to the floor nice and easily. All right, so straighten the legs out, feet about hips distance, bend the knees, flex the toes. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, fold forward. All right, so bend the knees enough. That's so you can easily grab the outsides of your feet. And then inhale, see if you can lengthen the spine, lift the chest. And then exhale, fold. And let's try that once more. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold, really wavy in the spine. Okay. And let's hold this for a few deep breaths. And so if you want, you can scoot the hips back. Right, try and pull the shoulders down the back. All right, and then deep breaths. All right, try and go to the ends of the breath here. All right, great. Now let's reach the arms forward. Inhale, come all the way up with the flat back. And as you exhale, hands pray in front of the heart. All right, and let's roll into our backs from here. All right, bring the knees into the chest, give a nice squeeze. I really got into the hips today. Let's cup the knees with the hands, and let's pull the knees away from each other, and then just make some big circles. All right, so knees are mirroring each other, going opposite directions, big circles. Just get some nice fluid movement in the hips. Go nice and slow, smooth breath. All right, nice massage across the sacrum too. All right, and switch direction. All right, and bring the knees in, and let's open up into happy baby. Let's hold the outsides of the feet if you can. If not, you can hold the big toes or just hold the outsides of your calf muscles. All right, so try and kind of reach the tailbone towards the floor. All right, flatten the shoulder blades against the floor. Good. All right, we'll take some deep breaths. So try and breathe down into your lower back, breathe down into your hips. And then as you exhale, just feel the body relaxing into the floor. Let's take 2 more breaths like that. Inhale, it's like you're breathing right into the tension, all of your attention on the tension. And then as you exhale, just feel the tension melt away. All right, one more breath. Okay, and from here, just go ahead and grab the big toes with your peace fingers. And then really easily straighten the knees. All right, spread the feet apart. All right, easy here. All right, take a nice deep breath. All right, great. And then really carefully bring the legs together in the middle. All right, great. And let's bring the arms down alongside the body. We'll keep the legs straight up. Okay, so try and have the leg just going straight up from the hips. And you can bend your knees here. And then try to relax your legs completely. Just let the feet relax, let the ankles relax. And see if you can feel the weight of the legs right down in your pelvis. And keep the core just engaged enough to hold your legs up. And then deep breaths. Right, let the blood just rush into your heart. Good. One more breath. Okay, really easily bend the knees, bring them into your chest, and then spread the arms out. Let the legs fall over to either side. We'll take a supine twist. Okay, turn the head whatever direction feels best. And then nice inhales, full inhales. And then just let your body relax, get nice and heavy on the exhale. All right, great. And then really carefully come back through center. And legs to the other side. Yeah, let the shoulders relax. Let the neck relax. Let the hips relax and the feet. Deep breaths. Okay, and back to the center. And bring the knees in. All right, bring the forehead towards the knees. Squeeze into a tight little ball. Squeeze everything in. Take a nice big breath in. Squeeze the face. And as you exhale, release. And spread out arms and legs. Open up as much as what feels good. All right, and then as you're making those final adjustments, just take one last big breath in, and then open the mouth and just let the breath leave the body. Let the body come to a still place. All right, great. And then for a few minutes, I just let the body do nothing. Just let the body relax, and just stay mindful. Just keep the present moment full of your empty mind. Just pay attention to how the body's feeling. Okay, before we start to move, just feel your heart beating and feel the breath, just how it is naturally. And then start to gently extend the breath. And start to move the right fingers and move your left toes. And then move the right toes and the left fingers. Open and close the jaw. And turn the head from side to side. Move the wrists and the ankles and the elbows and the thighs. Then if you want to, take the arms overhead. Go for a nice long stretch. Take a nice breath. And then relax. And bring the feet in. Bring the knees in. And roll over to the right side. Resting the head on the right arm. And take a moment here. Take a breath. Relax the body. Right. And then when you're ready, come all the way up to a comfortable seated position. And it'll just take a couple moments and just check in with the body. All right, so notice how the body's feeling. Notice how the breath is. And if you can, make a habit of doing this as often as you can throughout your day, even if you just, Gigi, I don't know if you can hear her, but even if you can just pause for 5 seconds. All right, as you inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, take the hands to prayer in front of the heart and softly bow the head forward. And please take a moment, thank yourself for your practice. Thank yourself for your dedication, for your effort, for your consistency. And I thank you too very much. I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great week ahead. Namaste.